Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the episode of Connected with Diane Goode. This is episode number 11, and I'm Sam Lee. I'm the founder of Connect with Confidence, and I'll be the interviewer, and Diane will be the interviewee. So, how you been today, Diane?
Oh, fantastic! Thanks, Sam, for asking. How have you been?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I think the last time we spoke was I think last year or something like that when you came, and that's how we get to know each other. So,
Yeah.
yeah, anything new? How have you been ever since then?
Anything new? Business-wise, yeah, there's a few things. I've branched out a bit to a few more income streams. So I've been working pretty hard since then.
That's great.
Yeah, so that's what I've sort of been focusing on. Yeah, different streams of income, which is good.
Nice.
I've been doing some public speaking and presenting as well.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually saw your Facebook and things like that. You started to do Facebook videos and lives. Yeah, how's that going?
Good. It's going good. Yeah. I do a lot of them. I do a lot of tips that relate to the industry that I'm in as well. So yeah.
That's great.
I'm enjoying it.
That's good. Is it scary or for you or not really?
At the beginning, it was a little bit, I must say, because I'm more of a person that's face to face.
Okay.
That's how I sort of do business more so.
Yep.
So, but then we went into lockdown. You know, we had to do Zoom. I had to learn how to do Zoom more and sort of that sort of thing. So, but I've gotten a lot better at it now. Yeah.
I can tell. Wow.
It's practice, I think.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. Yeah. So, how was your weekend? What did you do over the weekend?
My weekend, I had a really good weekend. Saturday, because I'm in real estate, so Saturday sees me looking at various properties for clients.
Yep.
So house inspections, and because it was great weather as well, and a couple of auctions, which was quite interesting and exciting. So that was my Saturday, and then just to chill. I'll come home and did a bit of work on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and then Sunday I had just a really chill Netflix morning, and then had some friends over for dinner. So we had a nice dinner together, and then a little bit more work in the evening. But it was I don't know, it was a bit of a pleasure and work. So it was good.
Oh, that's great.
How was yours?
Yeah, it's all right, pretty good. Not as chilled as yours, but yeah, I actually did a lot of just took a break and yeah, things like that. Yeah, yesterday I went fishing and then I just went to catch some like seafood foraging and then yeah, it was all right fun, and then had family dinner, and then the day before just kind of like chilled, did some exercise, played some basketball. Yeah, it's getting lazy because
but you need to unwind. You need to have that time.
Yeah, totally.
No. But did you catch any fish?
Yeah, caught a couple of small ones, but then yeah, I had an okay sized one. But other than that, I prefer going outside to the boat, like getting a boat and going outside because you can catch more like that.
The experience, the scenery.
Yeah,
sounds good.
Do you do any of that, like fishing or?
No. The only thing that I sort of really do, I do getaways every 90 days now. So I might go away for 2 or 3 days. Oh. So I sort of go really hard for 90 days, and then I'll take 2 or 3 days off if I can and stay somewhere. You know, either in the country or by the water. The water, I like the beach, and that's quite calming for me. So yeah, that's my recharge.
Oh, that's nice.
Started this year.
That's a very good. That's a very good rhythm that you have, like discipline, like 20 days, and then take a break. Oh, that's something new from.
Yeah, it's just like some days you don't want, you sort of think, oh, you don't want to do a certain thing or whatever. But then I think, okay, just go hard for 90 days.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go and stay somewhere beautiful, relax and chill, and just do whatever I want. So yeah, it works for me.
Yeah, that's great. So whereabouts do you normally go, like these 2 or 3 days?
I've just even been down to Cronulla, just a quick one once, because I thought I didn't have a lot of time, so I went down there. I like going down to Barrow as well. Anyway, I just sort of look, and you just do like a car trip. I like even just getting in and just driving.
Oh, so it's just like
Nelson Bay I like as well. That's quite nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah,
it's very nice.
Yeah,
good. That's great getaways.
Yeah, just little quick ones. You sort of recharge again. You sort of stop all the noise and the distractions you have, which is quite nice. Yeah,
it's pretty fast paced in Sydney. That's why you need to get away from all this drama and etc.
Yeah, well, it's back to just the basics. It's just back to, you know, just beautiful surroundings, just calming. That's, you know, that's it's about. You just relax and
Yeah,
you don't think, no planning, shut your brain off and just absorb.
that's true. Very true. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So Diane, so what do you like doing normally? Like, what's your hobbies and things like
Hobbies. I don't really have a hobby,
that? Yeah. Or
just
what do you
so,
like to
like
do?
so much so, but it's just, if I had to do something or something that I really like to do, it would be just discovering new areas, I think.
Oh, okay.
You know, like just going to different suburbs and you see what their lifestyle's like, what their housing is like. Yeah, I really enjoy that. Getting out of, you know, sort of where I work in the areas that I work in and just go and having a look, and it's part of my work really too. I do suburb
Mm.
profiles as well.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's great.
but I enjoy it because like the other day I just spent a day with a girlfriend and we went to, I think, to 4 different suburbs, and it was the most pleasurable day, even though it was a bit of work involved, but we
Mhm.
just had fun. You know, you have a coffee at this place, you have lunch over here, you go, you look at all the shops, and it's just, you absorb how other people live as well, which is
Mhm.
that's my sort of, you know, you sort of get out of your normal areas, which is quite good.
Oh, that's good. So you're kind of like a adventurous person, so they're exploring new places and things like that.
Mm, yeah, variety I like.
That's great. That's great. Cool. No worries. Yeah. So Diane, tell me about your current business, the Goode Property Buyers Agent. So how long have you
Okay.
been with it, and why did you start it?
Goode Property Group. It's a buyer's agent. So I work for the buyer in the sale. I've got a full real estate license, but I choose to act for the purchasers, and I handle residential and commercial property purchases.
Yeah.
I've done that. I started that because basically I've been in love with property since the age of 17.
That's
I bought
great.
my first property at 17.
Oh, that's
So,
very
and I've done anything right across from land, apartments, residential homes, different strategies, and commercial as well.
yeah.
So I sort of thought, well, I wanted to get into that and to help like people that are, especially right now, they're a little bit wary, a little bit scared about
Yeah.
making that step.
Yeah.
So, and with that, I've then gone into doing mentoring as well, property mentoring. I've got a group of beautiful ladies that are sort of
That's great.
starting out.
Nice.
And I've also gone into the wealth mentoring as well. So, based on property investing. So, there's sort of 3 different arms that they all working together.
Oh,
I
that's
just
great.
like, especially with females, to get everyone knowing about where their money's going, their money management, their money mindset, you know, their plans, their 5-year plans, their steps, their goals. I keep them accountable. So
Mhm.
it's more or less empowering people through wealth creation. So once your finances are under control and you've got that income coming in, that, you know, you've chosen the amount you wanted, then it's the lifestyle you want to choose. So just wealth is just, it gives you choices. What I
Mhm.
like to do. Whether you live
Mhm.
the life you want, whether you can help the charities that you want to, or build a charitable foundation yourself. It's to me, that's very empowering, and that the fact that you then choose to live the life on your terms, and you can choose the relationships, your own personal relationships as well, around, you know, if you're in a relationship that's not great, then you've got your own asset base and your own income that you can walk away if you need to. I was brought up in a very abusive household that there wasn't any money. So that was my driving force from the age of 5. There was an incident that I then thought, okay, I've got to take control of my finances, which saw me self-educate, work really hard, save really well, and just get in there and start buying from the age of 17. So yeah, I liked the empowerment side. Not so much the, you know, yes, you can afford to buy nice things. It's more about giving you your lifestyle and safety where you live as well.
That's great. So it's basically like you're like a one-stop shop that goes to all the way to like helping you to get financial freedom, that kind of thing.
Yep, that's it. You can come to me and you can say, okay, I've got nothing in the bank. That's fine. That's when we do the mentoring. We go through a program. I created a program called the First Property Fast Track System.
Yep.
So we go through everything. We go from mindset to management to, yeah, we step it right out. We're all open books. We go into everything, you know, the good, the bad, the ugly, and if there's any blockages mentally too, we can remove them, deal with those and clear them off. And yeah, so I can start you from nothing, and then I can progress you right up to your first property. And then once you've got your first one, we talk about your strategy, what sort of property investment you want, what's the strategy within that, if it's residential, within residential, whether it's in commercial, it's in commercial. And I believe in a diversified portfolio as well. So you mix a bit of residential up with some commercial and different strategies, whether it's a long-term strategy, whether it's commercial, it's value add strategy, slice and dice later on, or future redevelopment. And the same with residential, you look at whether you look at subdivisions later on, future developments, even comes down to your rental of the property, whether it's going to be room by room rental, because you want a bit that bit extra as well. Is there any value add opportunities within your residential property as well? So before you buy a property, you need to have the end in mind. What is your plan for that property? Basically from future developments, your lettings, right up to how long do you plan to hold it.
Yep.
So you've got to go in with the end. At the end, you've got to run it like a business. Your portfolio.
Very true, very true. So you're kind of like an entrepreneur when in terms of property.
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what made you so when you started at 17, was it your parents' decision, like did they influence you, or you had that kind of idea behind you, like that you like selling properties, like buying properties?
I wanted to, from the age of 5, I wanted to, because of the household that I lived in, I knew that the only way out, because at 5 you don't really know that much, but I knew the only way out was if I could house myself.
Yeah.
So then I went on to, okay, fine, and all I knew was you bought a home, like your house you lived in. So it was really from the age of 5, and then I sort of just worked really hard. And then once I could, I sort of educated myself through books. Seminars weren't a big thing in those days. So it was my decision, because it was going to give me freedom and safety from like an abusive household. So it was going to, that's how I worked. And then I just educated myself, and then just saved and bought my first, it was a block of land. In hindsight, not a great investment when you look at things these days, but it was a start. It forced me to save and then pay that down. And from then I got onto the next one. So I dropped out of school in year 11. I did three months, and I thought, I don't want to go to university. I was just hungry for money. So then I went off and found a career. I had to go to business college. That was the only way I was allowed to leave school. Yep. And then, I found a career that was very niche, but really well high paid. So I worked 2 jobs. I worked 7 days a week. Sometimes wealth creation doesn't come easy. You've got to put some blood and sweat and tears into it. And so I worked two full-time jobs during the day, like morning shifts, night shifts, and I also worked on weekends. So I was just a working machine, and I just saved. But the real rewards at the end, in my mind, it delivered what I wanted.
Yeah.
But sort of like the delayed gratification, as I like to say to people. You want the label designer things in life, well, don't buy them now on credit. You can have them later on, but get your finances, get your property, get your cash flow going, get your little empire going, and then, buy those things from your income stream that's like passive from your property, not that you've got to go to work for.
Wow, nice. It's very inspiring, I guess. That story you have, like, I guess it can inspire many people, like in terms of working hard and have an end goal in mind, and that's all really matters. Like, while other people are just cruising along, you're just working hard. So, like, take a big a big step ahead of other people. That's very good.
Yeah. It just takes determination and a lot of discipline as well. You have to, but the rewards at the end.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Then you have the choices what you want to do. When if you want to have a family later on, you can cut back and spend some more time with them, and you can be a leader for other people and help other people. Then you can go along and you mentor other people and help other people out as well. You make some mistakes, you might make some bad investments or whatever. I mean, but then I don't like to say they're bad investments. They just didn't perform you wanted. Yep. You learn your lessons from that.
Yeah.
And you keep going.
Totally. Wow. So how long have you been in this, you're starting your own business? How long have you been doing it?
Goode Property Group, the buyer's agency, it's been just over a year now. Yeah, just over, I've been doing that for a year.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did do mentoring quite years, some time ago. So, and that's why I sort of thought, okay, they can now do it as a business sort of thing. So, yeah, that's what I've started to do.
That's great. Sounds great. Looks like you're getting some traction already ever since you started a year ago, which is good.
Yeah. No, it's going really good. Yeah, I've got a couple of groups together, and yeah, it's, to me, it's more about helping others, I suppose you could say.
That's true. And how is since COVID started, has this affected you in any way, or did you have to the point or like that?
I must admit, at the beginning, because I was used to being out every day, and like, you know, you have a lot of coffee meetings, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, I was a bit like, oh, it was different. Then I thought, okay. Then I sort of put the positive on it, and I thought, well, if we're going to be locked in for months, I thought, okay, I'm going to have to be busy doing something. Otherwise, it's going to, you know, I'm not going to cope with it. I actually took myself, and then there was I'm actually creating a course as well around property, and I thought, well, it's been in my mind for so long, I'm going to set it up. So I went to Officeworks and I bought all the beautiful new Post-it notes, all different colours, and I thought, okay, so to this day on my wardrobe is all the modules. They're all written up. It looks very pretty. And it's sitting there for me. It just kept me busy, you know. And I did a lot of networking too. I did a lot of, I doubled down a lot on personal development. Like I brought on just before it happened, I brought on a business coach. So we did a lot with him, and I joined mastermind groups as well. That was every week. So that kept me accountable. If I said I had to do something, well, then I had to, because, you know, if you're at home, it's very easy to get distracted.
Yeah, procrastinate.
Watch Netflix. That's
I don't know how you feel.
that's great, you know, and a glass of wine and some cheese and, you know, family time.
Yeah.
But you know, so I just sort of, and I thought I nutted out everything that I wanted to do. And I just thought I have to take action, really. That's what I had to do. But, you know, as a family, it brought us closer, because, you know, you're home and you can sort of, you know, you cook together and you can eat together. And it made it, I think for me, in some ways it's been a good thing, because it made me sort of stop running around being so busy and just do more focused work. So I sort of put a positive spin on it. But there was times when the dog's been walked a lot, because I just had to go for a walk. I just had to get away from the computer. And so I'm very lucky that where I am, there's a coffee shop nearby. So great sprint down there for a coffee, for a sanity coffee, and then come back and, you know, get back into it. But I found it good, and I found it. It's nice to reach out and just, you know, I had a lovely man just ring me up, and I'd only met him once at a networking thing. It was a solicitor, and he rang me up to just see how I was. I just thought, it just made my day. So then I took that on board, and I thought, well, I can ring other people every now and then and say, oh, how you going? It's for a chat. You know, so yeah, I think it's sort of, I think in a way, in some respects, it's brought everyone back to being more genuine. I think that we are vulnerable as people.
Yeah, totally.
And we need to lean on people sometimes, and you need to support people sometimes.
Yeah, totally. It's just me and you. Like, I met you through my workshop, and then afterwards coffee, just to see where you're at, and then now I'm really thinking you, because like just seeing how you are. It's just, I guess it's really about being genuine, and like in those people that are doing great things, which is really good.
Yeah, and I think it's a very big put the ego aside too. You know, that authenticity, I think, is sort of coming out.
Yeah, cool.
Which is a great thing.
Yeah. You're actually going into the second last question, which I was going to ask you. So how do you actually build better relationships with people you haven't met before? Like, as in, how do you build rapport with people? Like, what's your secret to that?
I think just be yourself, just be natural. You know, like, don't get worried about what people's opinions are of you, because I like the saying, other people's opinions of you is none of your business, because you can't always connect with everyone. You know, not everyone's going to like you. You're not going to like everyone, and you know, and that's not a bad thing. It can be just, you know, you're just not aligned. Might be, and if you live a life with your true purpose and values, if you know what your core values are. So when I meet someone, I just like to, you just listen, just ask them questions and just keep listening. Don't look at them and think, what can I get out of them? What business arrangement, what finance, and whatever it is. Just talk. Just have an old-fashioned talk, conversation, and get to really know them. Is how I sort of approach it. And then if it's if a friendship comes about, great. If a business arrangement comes about it, that's great. But if not, you've had a really good chat and you've made that, hopefully you've made that person feel, happy and joyful, and you come away feeling the same. So I think if you can walk away from a conversation and it makes someone else feel good.
Yep.
That's it. And I think a big thing I like is eye contact too.
Yep.
Don't have that conversation and it's nothing worse when you're talking to someone and then looking everywhere around else.
Yeah. And
you sort of think, I've had it happen to myself, and you sort of think, I'm here, I'm spending time with you. I'd rather, if you're talking to someone you don't want to talk to them, just, politely excuse yourself and move away. But that eye contact, I know sometimes it's a bit difficult, especially for me, because I'm a little bit short. Sometimes I've got to step back. I have to take a couple of steps back, so I'm not, sort of looking up. So eye contact, I think, and just being open and being honest and authentic is the best thing you can do.
Nice. Yeah, I like how at the beginning you said that. Yeah, don't worry about what other people say, because a lot of people get judged upon, and then it's really about not really caring about what other people say, just going your own way, just keep going. And something I got out of you was not everyone will be friends with you. Like you make people, some people like they will not match with you. They might have a personality clash with you. It's really about connecting with like-minded people. I think that's what really matters.
Yeah. And that's it. And don't judge them by how they look. Too. Just if don't frown on someone that's not dressed in that business suit or whatever that is, because you don't know. I've met the most amazing people, and they just dressed it just extremely average, below average. Yeah. But yet they have the best heart, the best intentions. And if you're in an area that you're looking for status and that, you don't know their status. You don't know their wealth, their connections. You have no idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because some people don't think you've got to, they don't value you've got to be in a suit, or they just don't like it. Doesn't mean they're not going to be a great connection for you if it's a business connection you're looking for, or a great friend. So just take away the judgment, I think.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Of the wrapping a person can have on. That's all it is. It's just a wrapping. It's still, they've got a heart and soul like everyone else. Get to know that first.
Very true. Very true. That's great. Well, so it comes to my last question, Diane. How do we find more about your business? Like, what's your website? Are you on social media? Tell me more about how we can find more about you.
Okay, you can go on. I've got a business page or website, and it's Goode Property Group. So it's GOODE, so it's good with an E on the end. Propertygroup.com.au. Yep. You can find me on LinkedIn. So it's Diane, Diane Klem-Goode, KLEM for Mary -GOODE.
Yep.
I love everyone to connect on that as well. Yep. And I've also got some Facebook groups. One's called Wildly Wealthy.
Yep. And
I've also got another group that's for commercial property. It's Commercial Property Investing Australia. I think that's what it's called for memory. So I'd love you to jump on to that, or just even become a Facebook friend. And I'd love to catch up with anyone for a coffee and a chat. So I'm here to serve. Anyone needs help, just reach out, even if it's just a.
Sounds great. Well, viewers, you know how to connect with Diane. She's a very nice person. So it's always good to connect with great people with great mindsets. And Diane, it was good to have you on board to be interviewed. And I hope you enjoyed this session. And what are you doing over the weekend? Over this week? Any plans for this week?
More viewings. A lot more viewings.
Yep.
And I'm getting some equipment delivered, so looking at setting up like a studio part in the house, so to start filming the course.
Yep.
So that's this week predominantly, and I've got some mentoring coaching sessions.
That's
So
good. Keeping yourself busy. That's good.
I like it. I love it.
Yeah, as long as you have money flowing, I guess it just keeps you going.
Well, that's it. You just got to keep motivated. There's a good saying a mentor said to me: just take 2 steps every day.
Yeah.
Because some days you think, oh, I don't want to do anything, and I don't always remember who's saying just 2 steps. You take 2 every day, you have to get to where you go. So
true. It's all about taking small steps to be more productive with yourself.
Hey.
Well, okay. Well, that's the end, Diane. Thanks for joining, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I look forward to seeing you in the near future. Good luck with everything.
Thanks, Sam, for having me.
No worries. Have a good one.